Satnamji, this is so exciting to share this wondrous woman, Valerie Zering, that has been in the Beehive, deepening, quickening, allowing herself to discover, uncover her mystery. It has been a tremendous pleasure to have her buzzing with all of us, opening her wings of freedom, allowing her voice to show up, to thrive, to empower herself with her truth, really feeling into her heart and allowing her mystery to unfold so beautifully. It is so exciting to witness her here, inspiring us all to dive into our own mystery. So I am so pleased to share this sweet woman that has powerful angel wings here on earth. She's here on purpose, and it is my delight to share her purity, her embodiment with you, and inspire, hopefully, you to dive a little bit deeper into your bliss. Aho.
You. Okay, my name is Valerie Zering, and I reside in the Harrisburg area. I'm actually a psychotherapist with a master's degree in psychology. Whoa, how did I end up in the Beehive Mystery School? Well, I have been familiar with the idea of a mystery school for many years and had no clue that there would be something like this in this area. And one day I was just perusing my email and I came across Jackie Hansen's name in her newsletter online. So I thought, oh, let me check her out. So I checked her out and I saw Mystery School and I about fell off my chair with excitement because I couldn't believe that there was something like that in this area, and how did I not know about it sooner? But I came to find out that it was really only, I believe, the second year that it had been started. So I was very, very curious. And this was actually last Christmas time. And so I attended one of Jackie's functions, and she didn't know me very well at all, really, and I didn't know her very well. But I was really impressed with the yoga that she does, and we were getting to the end, and she started talking about it, and I felt this burning inside, like, I need to do this. And it felt like she looked right at me, although she would say she didn't, but it felt like that. And I knew that I had to do this. You know, I worried about finances and things like that, like what was I going to do, but I knew that this was a gift and a blessing to my world. Well, I really do believe that it's like birthing something. It felt like that. It started out all like, oh, how exciting, this is really great, I can do this. And you could feel it just mounting and mounting, and you just began to literally feel pregnant with something, with some great possibility. And the exciting part was you just didn't quite know what that was going to be, but you knew something was being either resurrected or reborn or something. And by the time the 9 months was completed, it was like, whoa, okay, we are ready to be born. And it is indeed a chance at rebirth, and that is what it has been for me. Okay, Valerie was a kind of quiet, sometimes scared person, really kind of just wanting to be left alone, trying to hide a little bit within herself. I'm a little bit like Moses. I didn't really want to show up, and this has pulled out qualities in me that have been dormant and lying in wait for a long time. Not so much things that I wasn't aware of, but just that I had run from and really truly hidden from. The feeling was me, you know, the universe could use me. Wow, why, you know? And the Valerie now is, oh my goodness, in a much better spot, much more grounded. I tended to fly a little too high at times, but much more grounded. I feel like I am able to do my work with a much greater awareness of myself, and I think even more of others, The Valerie now in her personal relationships, she really doesn't take any crap anymore from people. It has actually transformed some work situations that I have had a difficult time with. I have seen it transform my friendships with people, and even my family relationships, in that I feel like I have found my voice again. That for whatever reason it had gone into hiding, and as if I had forgotten my own self. And that came back. And it's huge for me. Oh, just happiness. There's a happiness and there is a peacefulness that I haven't honestly felt in years. So, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what comes instantly to mind, and what I was, as a psychotherapist in the field, I take that kind of thing very, very seriously, to be able to protect people and keep them safe. And I feel like Jackie does that very, very well. That was something I was a little nervous about, and I can say, now that I've completed this training, that you can be very confident that what goes on in this container stays there. You are protected, you are safe, and you are safe to explore yourself, and you are safe to grow. And that container absolutely will envelop you and keep you safe. The studio itself is glorious. I remember when I first stepped into this building, just the peace that I felt. It feels like you're stepping onto sacred ground. That is how it feels here. The Lakshmi studio, which Jackie had added recently, also has that same feel. It is a happiness place, a sacred space, truly, and she keeps it that way, and you will always feel that. The surrounding area and the areas that we were able to do a certain amount of ceremony and different projects. The area of New Cumberland, just with the river, the Susquahanna River, it also provides almost like a vein running through this whole area. A very sacred space. There's also a creek that we often went to, the Connedequinnet Creek, which was, for me, it felt like a very holy space. And again, it's just what is brought when we're all together in this particular container in space. I feel like this was a great challenge for me at first. You will come into a space where you will get to see yourself. You will get to see yourself reflected in others. It can be very unnerving, but you don't come to this for being coddled. You come to this to heal, and you will heal, and you will have your brothers and your sisters. They will feel better than family, even for the happiest of families. You will feel an intimacy here. It'll take a little bit to build, but it's not long. It's not long. It comes very, very quickly, and you begin to understand. And even if you're an untrusting person, some people's personalities can be a little bit untrusting, but even so, you will feel that before too long. You will know. In fact, you'll have a knowing that you will know that you are kept in a sacred, loving embrace, if you will, here. And even if you're not the huggy, feely, touchy type, you will still feel it, and you will feel it in a way that's safe for you. That the most challenging thing for me was to learn how to pray. I thought I knew how to pray, but this kind of prayer that takes place is just, it's hard to even describe. It will, again, empower you and build something in you that is so deeply connected. For me, I actually could feel my ancient self in the way we pray here, the way Jackie teaches you how to pray. It's incredible. So it was really difficult for me, and I thought I would never master it, ever. But you will. By the time 9 months goes, you will have mastered quite a bit, and will have an incredible ability to connect via prayer. The easiest thing for me was, and natural for me, was doing ceremony. That felt like something very ancient and very natural. And I feel like I found myself again on a deeper level just through doing ceremony. When you spend a whole weekend with people and it comes to Sunday, which it seemed like we were generally doing ceremonies on Sunday, I found it very easy, and I didn't honestly expect that it would be easy for me, but I actually did find it to be easy. It felt like, because we were so open, and because, again, that container is so tight and so secure, you are free to actually relax into yourself. And then there's this wonderful something that comes up out of a very deep place in you, and you may not even recognize yourself. But it's what would happen to me. I would feel just embodied by what I would certainly call my higher self would come, and it was as if I was being ministered to. And then through that, then you were able to minister to your brothers and sisters. It was a beautiful thing. Resistance is a funny thing, because immediately you say, I'm not resistant. And of course we are, and we all are. And so it was an interesting concept too for me as a therapist, because obviously I work with resistance as well. I just didn't know to the extent that we all work with this on pretty much on a daily basis. So your understanding of what that concept is will really, really deepen in mystery school. It's something that needs to deepen. It's something that will support your self-awareness, support your very deepest personal growth, which is your spiritual growth, of course. Don't resist. But you will. And you will learn how to handle that. And so certainly at the end of these 9 months, I notice it a lot more. I actually really pay attention. As soon as I can hear my voice raise a little bit, I say, what am I resisting there? And so it has really helped. It has helped me to not be so tense with others, and not, as we often do, jump to that self-righteous, well, I know I'm right about this, and yada yada. So it's helped a lot. I learned that I am by far bigger than what I ever thought was possible. Ever more mysterious than I could have ever imagined. And the best part of it all is very beloved by the universe. It continues to help me just on my daily existence. I mean, I get up in the morning, I find myself reaching for either meditation or prayer. I always want to know where my prayer beads are. And the medicine pouch is very close to me. I'm always well aware of it. I also notice that I do almost everything very mindfully. I mean, even to the point of what I put on, what I take off. It almost seems like my whole life has become a ceremony. And there is a sacredness to it, to the day in and day out, like never before that I have ever experienced. Jackie is tough.
Yes, she is.
She is tough. Listen, Jackie.
Now they're gonna be scared.
We're gonna have bloopers, aren't we? She gonna put a little video together where after we'll like choke on this. Jackie is not only incredibly gifted, and you will see that, incredibly smart, but incredibly tough-loving. She will parent you if that's needed. She will make you learn how to love yourself. If you haven't done that, trust me, she will do that. And you will probably, you can edit this if you want, but I'm speaking from my heart, and you'll probably have kind of a love-hate for a while, because she will challenge you. She will get in that heart space, and she will squeeze out everything that she knows is there. She has the gift of being able to see into people. And this is because she has seen into herself. I mean, this lovely lady has done her work. Trust me. I know. And she will get the best out of you. There's no doubt about it. You will come away feeling very changed by having met and working with her. I'll say this, that if you have ever had a question about a mystery school, ever even an inkling about it, or it comes across your path, you need to look into it. I believe that you're being called. I know that that was the case for myself, and I think it was for many others. This is a hugely, hugely big deal to actually have something like this in this area. There was a time that you couldn't even find these kinds of things in the United States. So this is wildly amazing that we even have such a thing here. And I would absolutely encourage you to do it. Doesn't matter if you don't live nearby. It's one weekend a month, an intensive weekend that will change your life. I encourage you to do it.